Hi, my name is Alex Hernandez, and I'm going to be talking about my worst and best day in my life. Actually, I don't know if these are my best and my worst day because my memory is not really good, but I think they are. I think that I could remember these days, and I can say that if they are not the best or the worst, they are one of the best and one of the worst. Okay, let's start with the worst. It happened, I think, 6 years ago. I don't remember if I was 12 or I was 11. And I was in middle school. And there were days when my mom didn't go to school to pick me and bring me home. So sometimes I had to take the bus and go home. And I remember that those were good days because I felt like I was a big boy because I had that kind of independence of going along to my house. And I remember that I left school. I took the bus, and at the middle of the travel in the bus, you know, when you want to go to the restroom, but then you feel like 1 minute later that okay, you can hold it. Well, that's what I felt. And 10 minutes later, I felt the same, but this time a little harder. And when I finally got out of the bus and started to walk, because the place when the bus drops me and my house is like I have to walk like 12 minutes if I walk fast, and it's an average of 15 minutes. And I started to walk fast because I had that feeling that I wanted to be. And I was walking, and at the middle of the way there is a park, and it's a park, and I like to go for the way where is the road when you can, for the runners it's of dirt, and it's for the runners who like to wake up at the morning and run. I don't know. And I was walking in that road, in that way, and at the middle of the park, I felt, but way more strongly, that feeling, and I was like, okay, I have options. I can sit and wait until I can calm down and see if I can resist and get to my home. I can ask someone if I can pass to his or her restroom, or I could do it in a tree of the park. And you can ask me, and what did you choose? Any of those? I was really, I don't know what I was thinking, but there was a time when I felt that I couldn't resist more, and I couldn't hold it, and so in the middle of the park I just went a little to the left so people couldn't see me. I mean, there were not so much people. I think it was 3 o'clock, and I was pretending. Well, I was pretending that I was looking for something in my backpack. I was releasing pressure, so you could see water going out of my pants, and they were fortunately they were dark pants, so you couldn't see that they were wet, only if you were under the glare of the sun. But if you were in the shadow of something, it couldn't actually see that the pants were wet. So I released pressure, and when I finished, I obviously walked faster to my home, and when I arrived, I just took a shower, and when my mom arrived, I had to tell her, and she just laughed and say, I don't remember what she told me, but it was not very funny for me. And many people could feel ashamed to tell this story, but I think that it's something that can happen to anyone. So, and I think it's actually kind of a therapy to tell this kind of stories that to many people could feel ashamed of telling them. But I think it's kind of, I don't know, I don't think that it's something to be ashamed of, and and that's it. That's the story of how I peed all over myself. And now going to the best day. I mean, fortunately I have had many good days, but I think that in this that I'm going to tell you has been one of the happiest day of my life. When I was in second semester of high school, I had a subject, I don't remember the name, but I had these kind of subjects that well, I can't say that are not so important, but not really interesting, that you know that they are there for some reason, but you really don't like to take those classes. And the final project was to sign in a contest. It was a contest of the INJUVE, Instituto Mexicano de la Juventud, and it was about creating some digital media. It could be video, it could be meme, it could be infography, it could be many things. And I chose to make a meme because I think it's one of the easiest things that you can do if you don't have time. And then the days passed, and I hadn't done my meme. And then the day of handing the project arrived, and I hadn't done anything. And so I started thinking, what can I do? If I want to do a meme, I want to do it quickly, and I wanted to do it in an easy way. So I took a photo of a friend and doing like a surprise face and a happy face, and I thought, what can I do with these pictures? And something came to my mind when I heard this advertisement in the radio. In that time, the one that was promoting something about comolohago.com, something like that. That was actually the page, and I think, okay, and I used Paint to create that meme, and it was when you see, well, it's those memes when here's a picture above and there is a picture behind, and in above I put when you see that a friend is watching an internet page talking about sexual relations, and was the image of my friend like with a surprise face, and behind the text was, but you see, it's comolohago.com, and the happy face of my friend that was like, or something like that. And I I just saved that image, that meme, and that's what I did handing for that project. And then in third semester, I received a mail that says, "Congratulations to the winners of the contest, chalala." And I was like, oh, okay, they are announcing who won the contest. And I was in history class, I remember, and I opened the mail and I saw that it's "Congratulations, you won the contest." And I'm like, how am I going to win a contest with a meme that I made 15 minutes in 15 minutes, and I made the day of that I had to hand in? And I was like, what? And then another friend of my same classroom says, oh, I also received that mail. So I thought that it was a general mail, and I thought that it they had sent it to all the participants. And then another friend that was in other classroom told us that she had also received the mail. And then we thought that it was general, that it was just a mail that sent to all the participants. And then the three we got another mail saying that we had to confirm or if we were able to assist to the ceremony to give us our certificate and all that kind of stuff that give you when you win a contest. And we were like, okay, so we won. And yeah, we had actually won that contest. And I didn't know how to feel because of that situation of I won making a meme in a process of 15 minutes. And well, then the days passed, and we went to Mexico City to receive all our things. It wasn't a big ceremony, but it was really cool. And I remember that in that time I suffered a knee injury playing football, so I couldn't walk really well, but I did what I could. And in the car I was dressing up, I was putting on my formal suit to the ceremony. And then we were in the ceremony. We were 3 participants from Celaya, others from Mexico City, and I think that one was from Veracruz. And they asked who wanted to sit in one of the empty places of where all the judges. And my friend passed, and they were making him an interview and all that things. And I remember that when I had to go to the front to receive my rewards, I was nervous, and I didn't see that here was a photographer, and I just crossed into a photography. And he didn't say anything, but I could see that he wasn't happy. And they gave me 15,000 pesos. It's not a lot, but it's something good. I mean, it's more than I could expect for a meme that I made in 15 minutes in the same day of in the final day. And I think that's one of the I said it at the beginning. It's not my I don't know if it's my best day, but I think it was a good day. And I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I think those were good and bad days. And that's all. Thank you.